Iranian President Masoud Pezeshkian has in fact briefed Russian President Vladimir Putin on the Iranian leadership's efforts to stabilize the situation in the country during a phone call. According to Kremlin, the two leaders discussed the current situation in and around Iran as well as broader regional developments. The Caspian Post reports, citing the presidents noted that Moscow and Tehran consistently demonstrated a united stance in favor of rapidly reducing tensions around Iran and across the region, stressing that emerging issues should be resolved exclusively through political and diplomatic means. They also confirmed the existence of a shared position on further strengthening the Russia-Iran strategic partnership and on the practical implementation of joint economic projects in various fields. Ambassador Anil Trigunath, former diplomat, is live with us on this big story. Ambassador Trigunath, a briefing on what exactly transpired in this phone conversation from the Iranian side. What do you make of what was discussed and the ramifications of this phone call?
Well, as you know, that the Russians and the Chinese, and Mr. Mathur also brought out that Russia and Iran had also signed a defense and security agreement. And that is why in the recent past we have seen large number of Russian and Chinese aircrafts coming with a lot of equipment and other things, including, I believe, the S-400s and other equipment for safety of Iran or to save it. At the same time, Russia is also engaged in talks with Israel, which is also, they have good relations with them, and with Iran, so that they don't attack each other. And it understood that bilaterally there is some kind of an understanding. How fragile it will be, only time will tell. But at the same time, that they will not use the first strike against each other. But that does not take away the covert operations that have been the basic remit of this particular mad syndrome between Israel and Iran. On the other hand, if you saw the UN Security Council discussions yesterday, you must have seen that how China and Russia spoke there and how they have told President Trump that there are certain red lines, and that is what they say it's not going. Alternatively, we must also think that President Trump had said that the help is on the way, or made some statements against the protesters being attacked or killed or something like that. But more than that, if from 30,000 feet, if you are going to attack a country, you can only cause destruction. You cannot, change the regime like that. And Iran is not a banana republic in that sense. There are still certain percentage of people who are with the government. At the same time, the security agencies like the IRGC, like the Basij, the police, like the army, they are all standing with the government at the moment. Of course, the reforms are needed. Of course, the government requires to do a lot more. And of course, the Ayatollahs and all have to change their way of working with the youth, which is aspiring to be more integral in the global scheme of things. But under pressure, whenever external pressure happens, they get united for their own country. I mean, that is something about civilization countries one should not forget. Russia and China have taken their lessons from Libya in recent past. And I was ambassador there, and I have seen that how that was manipulated to country. And what has happened to Libya, we know. What has happened to Syria, they know. So the whole world watches, especially in the Middle East, exactly wherever there is a foreign intervention, what has happened. So I think that these guys also will look at that. And President Trump, if he has, not only that, I must say that all the Arab countries, they even refuse to allow their airspace for attacking Iran. Because if Iran is attacked and if it will start shooting out wildly, then most of these countries will be line of fire.
Okay.